Alrighty, welcome back to the channel. My name is NutRays and we are playing more PLO. And let's... Things are starting off nicely, getting seated on 2 run-at-once tables. On while I arrange them. Oh, make the 3 of them, sweet. Can get rid of... Sorry, 1 PLO 20 table then, 10 table. Letting this one go, I think that's fine. Down here we're gonna race. Okay. Letting this one go. Wait, I think... Oh. I want it just yet. That looks better. Alright, closing the action, we're gonna call. Down here, no dice, we're just gonna let it go. Get raised, okay. Sorry, still arranged into tables. I'm a stickler for that. Here, Limpart with a nice splash. Well, actually, not that nice. Where did all the extra money from? Well. Anywho, welcome back to the channel. And for the second stream today, first tournament day on the stream. Played about 8 PLO tournaments, I think, roughly. Plus minus 2. And did quite nicely. We had some spots where we just got the money in well, ran bad. Few spots where we got a little bit lucky. But you kind of need those if you want to make it far in the tournament. And make it far we did. We took the final table, took 3rd in a 51 runner tournament, I believe. Got 17th place out of 171 original entries with 66 re-entries, I believe. And made the money in a 3rd tournament. And I couldn't be happier. Making the final table on the first try, on the first day, is huge. So that was already 6 hours of streaming right there. And now we're gonna take it easy, quote unquote. Do some cash game. For another couple of hours. Not gonna go past midnight or anything today, I believe, since, you know, 6 hours was already quite a lot. So we're sitting on 4 tables, all of them PLO 20. Give me a heads up, which we're not gonna do for long if this lady doesn't come back here. Can steal this one. Yeah, turns out we can. For the min raise, really. Okay. Where we flop a gutter and the backdoor flush draw, I guess. I.e. not much. Oh. It's kind of a nice turn. Wow. That is a rather unexpected turn card. A rather unexpected race. Okay. Alrighty. Let's run it. You might... really? Oh, man. That's a pity. At least if he bets, yeah, and he does, he goes for the full pot. Yeah, not exactly loving life here. And I like the turn so much. The pity, that river. Yeah, I'm not gonna stick around for a heads-up session though. What's happening there? Playing a rather big one, it looks like. Fortunately, he bets pot. We have the queen high flush here. Oh, flush draw. Okay. Ace is over here though. Ooh, sorry. Okay. Unexpected, but welcome. Giving us trips with an ace kicker. Ooh, wait, almost overlooked this. Really sizable splash here. 25 BB in the middle. This guy folds, maybe he overlooked it too, or just has complete crap. X. Okay. Sorry for being distracted here for a moment. Had to ask a friend something. Planning the birthday party. Is it later this month? So not much going on right now. There's a decent pot happening here. Apparently both of these people are loose aggressive, very loose aggressive. Well, okay, we were playing three-handed. I don't think it takes... like this system here, it's a dynamic avatars, doesn't take into account the number of players being seated right now. It never occurred to me, but somebody said something to that effect on Run Discord in the last couple of days. Wait, no, I was distracted. What happened there? Double suited kings here. Oh, somebody made the full house on a turn. Oh, that was a nasty one. The other guy, well, I think you saw, but the other guy Jack flop, Jack's full, and the other guy turned King's full. Wow. That's nasty. Wait, so here we are raising. Here we called closing the action. Initial raise or checks. Kings on the other table took it down pre. Again a big flop here, a big pot happening down here. Somebody's very eager to put money in on this table. Fusion. Oh, with quads, okay. Where will I have this time? I'm curious. Kings. Okay. I think this one kind of close to the chest here. Maybe he actually does have aces. Nope, apparently not. Jacks, huh? And the queen. Oh, and the flush draw, okay. Kind of a risky call. All in all, I feel, on a paired board. He had two people left to act behind him. Without calling there. Actually, I'm sure that I wouldn't. More aces for us, and we take it down pre. Probably still a fold. Check it out, we were up against the cutoff. I think it gets folded. Decent pot happening up here. Small blind versus cutoff. Double through the ace king, 6-3, I believe that was what it was. That's perfect. The 6-4 is actually a raise fold in that case. And the 6-3 is just a fold. Sorry about that. Hey Cloud, welcome back. I think we're down a little bit. Should be down roughly 2 binds due to the tournaments. And other than that, the first stream was a lot of fun. The first stream was more than 6 hours long, I believe. Played tournaments there. More aces for us. Yeah, first tournament day on the channel, and we played somewhere around 8 tournaments, plus minus 2, I think. And had a deep run in 2 of them. I finished 17th and 3rd in another one. Well, the one, truth be told, the one where we finished in 3rd was a small tourney. It had like 51 runners, I believe. Don't know if there were any rebuys, possibly. And cashed in the 3rd one too. Sort of like a min cash. I think we laddered once. Or slightly more than a min cash. Another problem here is in one part that there's a higher straight on board, but more importantly there are 2 flushes now possible. I'm rolling off. Okay. More aces over here. Giving up on this one just yet, seeing that we have the nut flush blocker. So yeah, Cloud, all in all, the day has been going quite excellently. Even though we're down in terms of money, the tournaments were a lot of fun and they're very, very soft. From what I've seen. Take it down here. Nice. An additional PLO 20 table on run and once opened, and I think that is just as well, because this one right here really isn't cutting it. There's one spot on this table to our right. Everybody else is a yellow tag, i.e. some sort of tight or tight aggressive player. How about this one? Well, here we have two spots, sort of. This guy isn't really a huge spot, but all in all, I like this table better than the other table, the other micro gaming table. So yeah, subsequently seeing that I already streamed for 6 hours, not gonna be the longest stream today. I think like 2-3 hours, something like that. And then that'll do me just fine. Take it down pre there. On the rainbow board, have a pair and a blocker and open-ender ourselves. Alright, out of position. Probably forgo the bet for now. That's rather large though. Here we make two pairs. I think if he pots it right away, we are coming over the top and hope for the best. That's among the better results there. Making two pair in the end. Curious. Actually gonna see a lot of checks. And we actually good too. So probably a two pair hand himself. Let's check it out in a moment. And no, just a pair of threes. What I have so stabby when two. So note and point taken. The PLO tourneys all the way. Unfortunately, in terms of money, we're down because in the tournaments because we played up to $11 buy-in, and we cashed and ran deep into small ones and bubbled, or not bubbled, just busted all the large ones. Also played a $22 buy-in tournament where I had a ticket for that I got for free, like a deposit bonus thingy on party or reload bonus thing. Rather nice here. How much was there in the middle? Yeah, I'm not entirely sure if that's still worth it to call. It's not horrible if you call. I don't know if it's mandatory. It might be. The extra 3 BB in the middle. Actually not even. Oh, sorry. I think I was showing the wrong table there. This one is the one I'm talking about. Especially since now we would have made a full house. But I'm curious. King 10-9. Closing the action might be strong enough. With the extra money. Otherwise, stay fold. Stepper player here checks, allowing us to turn a gutter. Gotta let go at this point. Let's check the matrix I was supposed to call there. Over the top. Yeah. Supposed to fold. This one I can let go though. I folded here because it's a very aggressive player. I'm gonna play out of position. The powerhouse hand. If I get raised, I shall not be mad. Okay. I really don't know. With the ace king 10, maybe it's okay. The flush draw, we have nothing right now. Let's check this one out as well. The gun. An additional PLO 20 table and run it once it opens. I'm gonna ditch this one then. Didn't bet the aces once. That's very surprising. Lost the absolute minimum there. Two pair, flush draw, and the whole pair. Would like the deuce roll off on a turn. Basically checking for pot control, and if he wants to... Alright. Have it? Yeah, unfortunately you do. Okay. Again, that big bet on the river that I keep calling. Really need to get that out of my system, and soon too, ideally. Anyway, what was that hand? Hold up there, the triple suit 1-8. King 10-9, okay. And the ace king 10-9 is perfectly fine to call there if it's triple suited. If we make a straight ourselves, just gonna call. It is shocking, isn't it? Just, it's like playing poker 10 years ago. Those PLO tournaments is amazing. Both flushes. The gutter. Don't mind going for the bluff. We don't have any relevant blockers except for the 5, but... Okay, we hit the low straight. But seeing that we had absolutely no showdown value, it's a fine spot to go for a bluff. It's not like we're gonna run into this spot all that often. Wow, they're playing for all. They even have didn't even have a set, he had a straight. Wow, and he was the one who put it in. Come back, come back, come back. Alright, what's happening up here? Maybe make top and middle pair now. Oh wait, we do have the 10. This was not the reason why I was calling. The reason why I was calling was, of course, that the nut flush blocker. Took it down on table 3 with wait. Thought that hand was being dealt. How did that hand end? Being dealt. That was weird. That's alright. Yeah, he has it. Happier times here, except for the fact that we're down to heads up here as well. We have the top set and we get raised. Ooh, that's wonderful. He has one out only. Does not get there. We, however, get a stack. Yeah, so I highly recommend checking out PLO tournaments on the site of your choice. I haven't seen a single one that looked too tough. Which is probably true for most micro tournaments, but then again, even for the higher, mid and higher stakes tournaments that I've seen on YouTube, that I watched on YouTube, they have plenty of spots. 2 heads-up tables, huh? Fuck. That's not... Here we get raised, which is of course wonderful. You're doing rather fine. Yeah, that's... Oh, come on. Clear the board, man. The gutter. Oh lord. That was a small pot though. Not a huge source of sadness then. Oh wait, sorry. Let me click the right button here so we have at least one table. I think Run It Once didn't like something that I did. Yeah. Sorry about that. Come on, really? Are you crashing on me again? Yeah, it's been a while since we had like a repeated crash on Run It Once. Damn. However, on the microgaming table we have here, we have a red tag sitting right to our right side. Hope he is truly crazy. Alright, back on 3 tables. Yes, please. That's fine. How about top pair? A little bit of a blocker, and most importantly, the nut flush draw. That is us. Very good. He actually made the straight in the end. But a check earned us a few additional blinds there. Yeah, let's ISO the crazy dude. Top pair, open ender. Or over pair, open ender, I should say, not top pair. It's got donks and c-bets and bets a lot. Not a pair. Sizable pot already. Without a pair from the board, I mean. Without a heart. Alright. Wow, this guy must be running hot. Sitting on 4 stacks here. Jesus. We make a set here. And a gutter on top. If pretty decent blockers. Well, a decent blocker with the 6 blockers plural would be wrong. Not a great card for a lot of reasons. And I think I bloated this pot up a bit too large, needlessly. And this one small might have been the way to go. That's really small. Oh well. That was my fault, I believe. Take this one down. Okay. We're gonna go for the bet now and fold later. We get called. Make a flush draw. Wow. Yeah, we're not gonna run it. That's a little bit too optimistic. Oh, Lord, the crazy dude. Much easier to get entertainment value out of that hand when I'm not involved. Eh. Not quite, unfortunately. Can't call here, can't raise. King 10, 9, 7, double suited here versus the button open. Go over the top. Flop a wrap without a single spade. The straight. Maybe make all the pairs that are currently available. You don't always have to have the flush here. I'm more inclined to call it when I have at least one spade, but hey, this time we're good. We face the same dilemma here, even except that nobody's betting here in this table. But again, a flush draw on board, a flush on board that we're not covering. On the side, I'm just checking out that King 10, 9, 7 raise, if that's indeed kosher. It is. It's perfectly fine. Down to the King 10, 9, 6. Is a raise call. In the small blind versus a button open. The what now? Wait, am I supposed to call here? Well, let's watch this. First want to see how this one ends. So 3 ways, we flop the overpair in the gutter. Back to hard draw, I guess. Get super fly. Super fly. It's a little bit too large. With 2 peeps behind. Right, so MP versus under the gun. King 6-5. I am indeed not. Good thing I looked it up. I'm indeed not supposed to call it. Actually, in MP with kings, rather tight calling range. King 9-8. Actually, I can show you in a moment. Let's watch the conclusion to this first. What the? This is a phrasing that gets me. That tilts me in real life sometimes. I was checking something on Twitter. Something didn't work and showing me something technically is wrong. Thanks for noticing. What do you mean thanks for noticing? What's that supposed to mean? What? What? I don't know why. That's just a way of phrasing that gets me right where I live. The Shadow Maniac back in the house. Welcome back, Shadow. Let's do this indeed. Let's get to PLO 50. Maybe in one fell swoop. Get a huge... Actually get a 100 BB splash that we take down on table 1 would almost get us there. On table 2, of course, on the only round 1's table where a splash could actually happen. Is what I mean. Yeah, thank you for noticing. What the fuck? Like, thank you for your understanding. Why are you presuming that I'm understanding? I'm miffed. Like, if the store you go to is closed and we're doing something today, thank you for your understanding. Never gave you my understanding. How dare you thank me for it? When I never volunteered in the first place. It's those little things that get me, like more than 3 exclamation marks. Always makes me go, huh, as well. For entirely different reasons. Now, anyway. Let's stick to poker. Before I ramble on even more. And of course, I'm assuming, and I thank you for your understanding in advance, that you know the Shadow Maniac. What you might not know about the Shadow Maniac is that he's out there getting all the viewers in the near future, I assume, because the Shadow Maniac himself is now streaming PLO. So let's give him a shout out so you know where to turn and where to find the hottest new PLO stream on Twitch. This should be a great day. Shadow Maniac running hot like the sun. Very nice. That's very nice. Are you streaming or what's happening? Do tell me. Are you final tabling more tournaments today? Or what's the deal? Kidding aside, do check out the Shadow Maniac. He knows what he's talking about, if you're Canadian. If you're not, then he knows what he's talking about. And it's a very entertaining stream, that gentleman. Well, let's see if some of that run good seeps through to my end of the tables. What's happening here? Oh, we're up against the crazy dude. Well, nice. Okay. Donating to the crazy dude, not so nice. Blind versus blind, sure. No pair, but a flush when he bets pot. I'm gonna take note, and this time actually take a note if he is the type of player who bets pot a lot most. If so, then need to adjust our play against him a little bit. No, there's Vanessa Kate drama? No, and I can't even look it up because, you know, they thank me for noticing that there's nothing to notice right now. No, there's drama? Do tell. You're always so full of interesting news. When you keep running hot, you know, but the Vanessa Kate drama. I'm always trying to say trauma, I don't know why. It's a German in me, we always like to pronounce things, you know, tough. Autobahn, Fahrvergnügen. Alright. Nothing going on any other table. So, Shadow Maniac. Hey, welcome back, Smurf. Nuclear Smurf, I'm sorry. Shadow Maniac, I'm a huge, like in capital letters, Terry Pratchett fan. And it's one of the pet peeves of his. Always, Shadow Maniac, you deserve all the shoutouts you can get. And that's one of the things he has to say about multiple exclamation marks. Nah, we're just gonna come over the top here. Tired of your shit. There you go. So, note taken. Loves to pot. Bet, pot, host. Now you're asking once again the deep questions. Damn it, I'm usually not shy for words, but I don't have an answer ready for that one at all. Or are you a fan of the 80s movie Lisa? Oh no, they didn't have underpants, they had the bras on their head. No, I'm a little bit nitty when it comes to these hands. Not because I think I should be, more because I don't know any better yet, to be brutally honest. And you know what, against this guy for 100 BB? Yeah, I don't see any fault with that, now that you say it like that. Yeah, I truly don't know any better in that spot. I need to check those out. So what was it? Let's assume, I think it was blind versus blind. Let's assume big blind versus small blind. King 6-9. Actually, it shouldn't be. It actually, you know what? The solver would raise fold this? Blind versus blind? Against a normal player, against this guy, it's a completely different story, probably. Now I need to put study time in, and I've been saying that for a while, and it remains true because I'm just not making time for it. I think at PLO 20 I can get by fine as is, but there's certainly lots of room for improvement, and at PLO 50 I kind of want to be prepared a little bit better. Funny turn. Oh, funny flop. Nah, gonna go for it. This guy has been known to call a bluff or two. Past, I believe. Wait, what? We're good? Alright. Unfortunately, on that flop, we took it down on the king deuce deuce flop. Yeah, I want to know too, Nuclear Smurf. I'm curious what happened with Vanessa. I like Vanessa. I hosted her once or twice. Not that she needs it, but alright. It's half pot. Okay. It's bound to mean you like flopped a monster. That's half. Running out, gonna have to upgrade our bankroll. Oh, really? Ship don't die. Ship don't die. Was that the dude that invaded us at some point where we had to ban a few people? Let me check. I'm gonna go for the bet fold. It's a pity if we need to fold, but then so be it. Actually, let me check. Banned. Oh, I can check in Discord. Ship don't die, you say. Your name is definitely familiar, either because it's the guy I'm thinking of, or I just saw it on Twitch, that name. Don't die. Another guy. I don't know. Name definitely rings a bell. Ship don't die. So if you're being an ass on Twitter, huh? I mean, sarcastically, my first impulse was to say, what else is no people being asses on Twitter? On the other hand, I really don't get people being like that. Like anywhere. Unless you have good reasons to. If somebody, you know, starts something, then you can, by all means, be mean to him. In turn. Nice. But other than that, there's absolutely no reason to fire the first shot. Right? Makes it full house in the end. If the ace, king, king, queen up here. Speak him properly. Speak him properly. Yeah, I see Shadow Medic. No, I hadn't heard that. I'll have to check it out later. Anna Marie not folding. Big surprise. Jack. 3, that's also pretty horrible. For a min raise, you say. A raise, do I get a heads up? Nah, never. But in position, let's see if we can see a flop for 40 cents for 2 big blinds. It's not like it's a amazing multi-way hand, but give it a shot for 2 bigs. Here. Let's call. Maybe we get really lucky and she could go to top. No. Oh, that'll work too. I'm gonna go for the lead. I would hate to see it checked around. A lot of flush draws out there. A lot of draws out there, period. Not sure if I'll be folding. I hate you. Cheery Cheryl, huh? Just couldn't bear the thought of folding here. Is that a sign of tilt? Might be. I don't feel tilty though. Oh, you got banned today on Twitch, really? You remember the day, huh? Yeah, that was quite a day. I felt sorry afterwards about leaving my mods hanging there for a moment. Because I really didn't catch the extent of it until afterwards. And I definitely felt bad about that. About the mods, letting the mods deal with it themselves for the time being there. It might have been him. I don't know. But he got banned on Twitch, huh? Wow. Well, what goes around comes around, I guess. Not a good reason not to be an ass to other people. Without very, very good justification. I got something's gonna... Sooner or later, something's gonna give. Anna Marie involved. 3-way pot. Nah, Twitter's still down. I can't check up on the Vanessa Kate stuff. I'll do that later. I'm really curious. Went down. I found another PLO 20 table on my course, so we're gonna ditch the one PLO 10 table we have open. Actually, we have 2 of them open. This one we're getting a lot of aces though. Right. Really lucky Schnauzer raises it. Otherwise, we're still gonna be playing a multi-bay pot out of position. With the hand, that's not really great multi-bay. But yeah, Shadowmanic, that day with that raid with the root guys was a roller coaster of emotions, man. A roller coaster of emotions, man, that's what I'm trying to say. With the really sizable host, which I was very happy about, and they start to say this weird shit, the weird stuff. Sorry, now I'm starting. In the chat, and we had to ban a few people, and yeah, it was not a very enjoyable experience. Something I can easily do without. Better not be hosted then. Guys like this show up. And enforced too, like everybody was being in a poopy pants. Well, it is a mature channel, we can say ass every once in a while. Especially when we're referring to mode of transportation. Incidentally, each year more people die riding asses or donkeys than on planes. Remember that next time somebody tells you they're scared of flying. Which I understand, it's just a fun fact nevertheless. It is a true one too. Yeah, I figure I'd rather bet it now, see if we can get it through. Also, it's against a big blind who could show up with any kind of hand here. We do make a... Can get trips to call, I don't know. We can. Perfect. Ooh, speaking of perfect. So far at least. I suspect Luca's gonna cold call. No? Fine, fine, fine. Going about this like this and hope this guy comes over the top. He might still call if he has a small one, but turns out we get away with this one. Not sure what to think about this, the line I took here. Alright, so we're gonna leave Schnauzer in peace here. Hoofatronic, good friend of the channel at this point. And the PLO 20 table there. Wait, I raised here? This is... Just limping is maybe fine. This time I'm gonna let it go. This guy is tough to play against. Ish. Tough ish. Okay, limp part. Here we have an open ender. I guess a backdoor's flush draw as well. I definitely had a lot of fun playing the tournaments today. I think it's something we need to do more often. I'll figure out a way to incorporate tournaments into our schedule, into the streaming schedule. Because I enjoyed that very much. Especially the KO tournaments. I love those. This the intro to the song always sounds like the intro of like an maybe late 80s TV show. Like something with a family. Maybe with like 9 kids. Something like that. I don't know why. It just puts me in mind of a show like that. Okay. It's gonna come out the top because I have the blocker and now it's kind of the still. Let's run it. Kings and sevens. Ooh, that 7 is a problem. Unless we get a 9. No. Yeah, he had the same idea with his blockers. Of course, he still had a decent hand and the backdoor and the flush draw and the backdoor flush draw. So given how little I had invested, relatively speaking, this was not a good call. Not something I do too often either. Did it feel good or not? It is. I wasn't pulling a fast one on you though. There is some scientific merit to that. But if it's not your thing, then I guess the marketing department of Coca-Cola did their job. You know, the whole Coke at 4 degrees. Oh no, that might have been a European campaign. Never mind. There wasn't an American campaign. But yeah. I'm skeptical about more people dying on donkeys than planes. Actually, the last couple of years we had no fatalities on planes, I believe. Except, you know, very, very recently. But before that, it's been a few years since anybody died in a plane accident. Not talk about people having like a heart attack, dying a natural death on a plane. Here we're gonna come over the top. And I don't mind at all, I think that is fine. Different story than the last spot. Especially since both of them are short. Take it down. Didn't feel good. Fair enough, Shadow Maniac. Fair enough. If it ain't your thing. Wasn't action. Alright. That's a funny line. Didn't feel good. Oh, no, it didn't. The crazy dude on the PLO 20 table left, and so shall I. The table lost its appeal pretty much completely. Find a more interesting one. Possibly there's one with 2 unknowns. Ooh. Gonna replace table 3 and table 4 in a moment, once the blinds come around. For some hopefully nicer tables. But I like that you actually gave it a shot, Shadow Maniac. With the hot beverages. We have the aces. No action so far, what a pity. I take it back. Schnauzer on our table here as well. Didn't notice. With fine stats, by the way, that Schnauzer guy. Maybe a little light on the 3 betting. 1% VPIP, 15 preflop raise, 4 3-bet, 6% 4-bet. Don't look bad at all. Nope, not an MP. Actually, we are gonna play one tournament. Because it's like an hour or something. There should be a small one starting on... in an hour. The Turbo Bounty on microgaming, which unfortunately is not a progressive bounty. So the bounty you earn is gonna remain static. And this tournament usually plays like a slightly larger sit and go, and I get into it for free, basically, for bonus points that I get on Betson that I can't use for anything else. Playing that tournament. Plus it's over quickly. Perfect for later night. Definitely folding... not enough, I think, to see bets. Blockers are even more in handy now. Or so I thought. I heard the noise. That's a good nick. The banana deceiver. Thank you very much for the follow, Banana Deceiver. I think this is the best I've had so far on the channel. And that's saying something. So out of 885 followers, I think this is taking the top spot here when it comes to funny nicks. Oh, correction, 884 follows. I kind of want to know the origin of that nick. On the other hand, I'm kind of scared of what that story is gonna entail. So I don't know. Banana Deceiver, let me know if I should be asking how you came up with that nick, or what the story is behind there, or if I should rather not ask. Oh Lord. Jesus Christ. Alright. Had to give it a shot for Cyan. I very much like that. Ender. Tight ass. Oh. Yeah, that's the right approach, Shadowmaniac. There's, you know, there's a few things I would never try even once, but most things I'd give them a go once. So I'm the same way. I'm not a neophobe. What's the opposite? What is it in German? Neophile, it should be, right? Somebody who likes new things. Neophobe would be somebody who dislikes new things. I.e. most politicians, for example. Or classic neophobes, I feel. Should be file. Is that a word in English? Let me check. Curious. Neophile, yeah. Yes. Personality type characterized by a strong affinity for novelty. And I don't think they're talking about kitsch. Novelty stuff. Oh lord, what a nick. So I feel on the whole, when it comes to playing heads up post flop, I think with the C betting I'm doing alright. I might be overdoing a little bit in some spots, or I don't know. Once we are past heads up, like in this spot, I'm not entirely sure. Am I supposed to C bet this flop? With front door the 8-high flush draw there. Something I have to look into. Yeah. Aces up here. You know, if you keep making me laugh, I might have to ban you. Just for my sanity. Ooh, that's an ugly flop. Let's try again down here. Bad chance we're taking this one down, I would say. Hey! Take it all back. We took it down with the other aces. Pre-flop as well. The min raise under the gun. I'll never get that one. Tilty Fished, it's also a good one. Welcome back. Welcome to the channel, Tilty Fish. Thank you very much for the follow. I think we're probably fine calling here. I think that this guy is very active. Actually, coming over the top is not a bad idea now that I think about it. He seems to be able to fold to 3 bets. Oh, then again, the sample size is really small. Well, I can lead here, I think. Up here, this time we're checking. I'm fairly confident this is the right move. Yeah, I think we're coming over the top and I don't mind. We have the both flush draws, so 2 pair outs are most likely very live. Right, checking here more. More pair of 7 goods. Pair of 7's good? No. Here we did take it down and get aces. Once more. Twitter's back on. I'm gonna have to check out that Vanessa Kate stuff later. Okay, there we go. This is over here. To those now. Very nice. Took it down with both aces. The other side took it down pre. Oh, it was in a live spot, huh? Vanessa's stuff. Get into it, okay. An attention whore. More aces on this table. There's an ace magnet here. Gonna do it to this guy again? Is he gonna raising again? What the what now? Jesus, that is some rant. Wow. He should switch dealers, man. He got some bad stuff. Wow, how could he get away posting anything like that anywhere? Jesus, some people. Wow. Whatever he's on, he definitely needs to quit, man. Christ. Alright. Yeah, okay, I understand. I understand that is not a baseless rant. A baseless... Yeah, rant by Vanessa, I mean. Baseless reply by Vanessa. Man, is that justified firing back. Wow. Oh, Tilty Fish, thank you, that is very nice. Almost missed that. Happy to follow. Refreshing to see good PLO content. Good luck, bud. Tilty Fish is saying, thank you very much. I might not be playing my absolute A game anymore, but I'm glad you like it. When I say anymore, I mean because I already streamed 6 hours earlier playing PLO tournaments for the first time on stream and did rather well in them. 2 deep runs, 1 final table out of 8 tournaments. I was very, very excited about it. Yeah, Tilty Fish. That's what I do all day. Usually 6 days a week. This week it's only gonna be 5 days because I'm gonna be taking the Saturday off. Because I'm home alone and I'll do something. Something that doesn't require me to wear pants. No, nothing. I might have just conjured entirely the wrong image. Anyway, I'm not gonna go for the follow-up here. I'm just gonna let this one remain as is. Alright, what we were talking about? Something completely different, I hope. Ooh, I think I got out of that one. Alright. Yeah, but generally speaking, I'm here 6 days a week. Playing PLO full-time. gonna call this just because some nice cards are gonna have bluffing opportunities for us. I mean, this time we don't need to bluff. Actually make a hand. Down here I opted just to call with rather crappy aces. Maybe we can get a few big blinds out of him. Turns out we can. A gutsy call with that, was it? Top pair with the queen kicker? So here, a little bit uncharacteristically for me in the spot, came over the top. Check this one out in a moment. That is indeed kosher. Bet the flop, check the turn. I figure with the 4, maybe I can give it a go here. And I'm being shut down right away. So let's check it out what the matrix perspective is on the spot, pre-flop I mean. Small blind versus button, right. Double paired queens down here. 10-4. Yeah. Not a raise. Just a fold. It goes down to the queen jack 10-6. So all 4 cards we have some sort of connection with one another. Or with at least one other card. In this case the 10-6. 10-5 of course can't make a straight together. Hence it should get folded in that spot. Too bad. Stepping out of line a little bit. Did not work. However, not my standard approach in this spot. I want to mix it up a little bit. We check so quickly here. I mean, there's always the risk that we get check raised and then we're gonna kinda hate life a little bit. Big support of the Pantless statement. Man, I am thanking whatever deity is up there that we're not having one of those brutal summers here in Germany. Because last year I lived pantless for the summer because it was just too hot otherwise. And that's kind of tough to do when you stream. As long as we can't see pants optional. There's also that, but sometimes I have to get up. Yeah, well. I could probably get a green screen and like a green spray tan, and then you would never know. Just be a floating body when I move around my room. I might be onto something there. So normally I try to play as much as I can on run it once, the side right here. Unfortunately there's still not enough traffic to make run it once only streams possible at the moment. I'm sure it'll pick up. The side is in beta. Oh, a straight flush happened here, wow. So hopefully it'll pick up in the future. I'm sure it will. I'm optimistic that run it once will be a staple in the poker community for a long time to come. Nope. some money in the middle. That's up. Hope he doesn't raise. Up and bottom with a blocker to straight and a flush blocker. You're good, right? Up against the queen 9. Like that. Let's check it out. What do we have? Funny if he actually had the queen 9. Queen jack 6 deuce. We had the queen deuce as well. This is kind of a funky spot. He bet the turn, representing an 8. After the flop went check check. I think I'm still gonna check behind. I don't think I think I had a bet here. There's a chance is really good that he would call. Wait. Let's check here. Oh, because I could turn like this. That'll work. Check maybe there are any good PLO 50 tables we could short stack on. Doesn't look like it. Just looking at the average stack sizes. What? The noise! I heard the noise again. Yeah. I'm Your Grace! That's a very classy name. With the follow, thank you very much, I'm Your Grace. Not bad. Yeah, thank you very much. Getting really close to 800 followers. Wow. I'm constantly surprised how... just how things have been going with the channel. I never expected anything like that. A source of constant surprise and joy to me. Unlike tables that keep breaking. Wait, sorry for the switching here. More aces. Whoops. I mean, there really shouldn't be many 4-5s. Up here, 3-base, we're definitely checking. Yeah, he leads. Today, my friend. Time to lay down. Oh, really? That's not a great river card, unfortunately. Putting in straight out there as well. I have to check it at this point. He doesn't have the straight, right? Yeah. Me neither. If he's raising pre-flop, blind versus blind, why would he not see bet flops the top pair? That's the main reason why I ended up calling. Okay. Different story. Tables, we need tables. Oh, wait. Why did I... God damn it. Didn't mean to fold. Alright, found a fourth table once more. Unfortunately, it is a PLO 20. Wait, the other thing. PLO 10. It looks like for the time being I really need to put some money on GG Poker or somewhere so we have a third side where we can play a little PLO 20. Keep your pants on. Mooning is only for WSOP. That was not mooning, actually. That was anatomically speaking, the exact opposite of mooning, I think, that story a couple of days ago. But bless you for saying keep your pants on, thereby assuming that I'm wearing pants currently. You are just a kind soul, Kippery. In case you guys on the channel here do not know Kippery, then consider checking out his channel. This guy has been publishing articles and videos on pokerstrategy.com for years and years now at this point. And he definitely knows what he's talking about when it comes to PLO, even much better than I do, on the whole. Actually knows how to crack aces, but that's a different story. We happened to play a few hands together in the past. But yeah, well-known Finnish coach and poker strategy coach. He used the same word twice. And fun guy. So if you want more PLO, when he's on, you'll get it on his channel. Alright. Small here, I think. Go for the double barrel though. Served me well in the past. If it doesn't right now, then, you know, no biggie, we're gonna let it go. Generally speaking, this has been working out quite nicely for me. Much better than checking the turn, where a lot of people pick it up as a bluffing opportunity. With good reason, too. Maybe I could have sized down here, really trying to get a crying call. He's not having a straight. Unless he has the low straight. That is a possibility that he has the 4-3. Otherwise, he shouldn't be checking the turn on a rainbow board. Going for the squeeze with beautiful double suited kings. Mind you, if this guy had not called, I would only be... If only this guy would be in here, I would only be calling myself. Because I'm not blocking aces. And generally speaking, even the great double suited kings do not get raised against another gun open. As far as I know. A bit uncertain what to do here. Pretty similar hand up here, which we raise pre and don't get the flop for it. Fair enough. I think in MP, this one we need to let go. It kind of looks nice, but the gap between the 6 and the 10 really kills it, I believe. I'm gonna fold it and look it up if I'm making a huge... Actually, I'm gonna raise it and look up if I'm making a huge mistake that way. Check it out. If I get raised here, I'm gonna call. So I can actually look it up in the matrix right now. Not it letting me tell what to do. That's quite large. It's varying for sure. We flop a decent grab here. Unfortunately, we don't have a single spade. Also not helpful. The board pairing. See what this gentleman does now. Check him once more. Make a straight, I believe, right? Still gonna check. Perf, well, did that work out nicely. Here I bet really small, he called, we split the pot, and this was beautiful. Check worked out great for us. Make a flush up here on the paired board. First to act, 3 behind. That's not anything stupid here. Happy to take down this pot as is. If your aces are so crackable. I'm taking pills for that though. I'm working on it. It's gonna take care of my premature celebrations and of my crackable aces. Banana Deceiver, hey! Small world apparently, huh? He had the better flush and more power to him. Huh. How was that? Cool. Closing the action here, I think think it's fine to call. That's definitely... Oh, I was gonna check out that hand. What was it? Oh, right, I remember. We were in MP. We had the Jack 10-9-6 double suited. And I was wondering if that is okay to raise. It is indeed, and it is indeed a raise call. So all is well. Double gutter. So... let it go. Not a pair, because the bottom gut shot is not going to make us happy. Shouldn't get there. At least not necessarily. Oh shit. Sorry. This guy is back. I haven't seen this guy in a while. A proper maniac, this gentleman. Played 800 hands against him. EV-wise, we are up 254 euros against him during that time. I can't really say what stakes. There might be a little bit... might be higher stakes in there, because these stats are mostly from my short stacking days. Which makes this number probably even more impressive, because it wasn't like PLO 50. It was PLO 20 and less, and I bought in there with 6 euros usually at a time. When I say impressive, I don't mean that I played like superbly against him, just that this guy is so super nuts that it is impressive what kind of money you can take from him. That's what I meant. Fancy 83. Yeah, Banana Deceiver, that's exactly the same Kippery. And to my shame, I had no idea who he was when he came to my channel the first time. Then again, there were a bunch of people in my channel over the last couple of months who everybody else was like, hey, what are you doing here? And I was like, hey, who are you? Just because I really was never up to speed on what people do what online. I know like the most famous names, so I knew those. I know the names that you see on TV. But I didn't know Kippery, I didn't know another guy, the German high-stakes PLO grinder. Doesn't matter. A bunch of people anyway. So to my shame, I didn't know who Kippery was until a couple of months ago. And he has quickly become a very, very good friend of the channel. Get min-raised here. Well, more power to... So that's horrible for short stack. He's sitting here with 50 BB. You should never... There should be no min-raising at all. Here... Would come over the top. Usually I do. This time we're gonna mix it up a little bit. Top pair now on top of everything else. Just gonna let this go, that's fine. Yeah, also betting small here is just horrible as a short stacker. Being super tight and very aggressive is pretty much the name of the game when you short stack. There's almost no cold calling, almost none. And very selective with your, a little bit more selective with your raises and re-raises than a ton of BB poker. Which is doubly true if you're the shorter you get. So I used to short stack with 30 big blinds, and it's not the only reason, but it's one of the reasons where my nitty roots came from. I guess I'm also a little bit of a nit by nature in poker. Yeah, it's Still tripping me up sometimes, the short second ranges that I have in my head, or used to have in my head. Now they're kind of falling by the wayside a little bit. Big one happening here. Wait, what? Really? Oh, you had the pure flush draw, nothing else? On the turn, he had a pair as well. Wow. Now he's sitting out. Let's hope this state of affairs doesn't continue. Fancy raising here. We have a pair in the gutter. Single raise pot. Much of a 4 better? No, unfortunately that he is not. Hey, wow. Happening here, oh, nothing really changes. Our point of view. So if this gentleman doesn't come back within a few hands, then I'm gonna leave the table. Just no good at heads up. We'll quickly notice. How about a jack? Nope. Would have picked a nastier turn. Wow, so there was a min-raised pot. I decided to only call. This guy min-raised. Call. Hey, I took this one down. What the deuce? And I really want to get a check raise in this case. Here. I think. Yeah, okay, the other guy left, so we're leaving as well. A new table opened on round 1's perfect. This guy min, that's right. Well, we are getting a check raise in. It's not exactly what I had in mind. What it is at this point. Get down. The line, sorry. Who get raised? Again, not something I usually raise. Well, we picked a nut straight. Whatever that's worth. Is he potting the flush here? Probably the better question is, do I want to go all in for having a buy-in behind at this point? I think I do. I haven't seen that yet. The pot with the nice, nice. Denied. Man, I would have looked stupid. Ah, that was good. What was it for you? Good for me. I feel like a cigarette now. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, it freaked me out. I don't think I've ever seen that somebody, like in a spot like this, in a, what was it, 4-bet pot? That somebody leads the flop nut flush for pot. It would have been a great leveling move. Because he got me to call. If he has any flush there, it's good. Doesn't need to be the nut flush draw in that case. Nice. we're watching? I believe this one. There's nothing going on anywhere else currently. I hope it was this one. No, it didn't. Oh, actually, there's a big one happening here. Gonna be a proper big one, apparently. Wow. So Pansy's not gonna fold, right? Full house. Good thing we weren't in that one. On rebuy. Rebuy, my friend. Nice about it, too. Wait. Does rebuy? And he might just go off. He might just come over the top now. Tilted. I actually might take the variance here. Just come over the top once again. If he, has the aces right now, then that's perfect timing for him. If not, he can still win the hand. Of course, it's PLO. Nice. So if he was tilted, then he was tilted all the way. So good for him for folding there. Depending on what he had. Maybe it was a clear-cut spot where he had to give it up, but yeah, kind of impressive. Not being sarcastic either, because, for these maniacs, you just assume that they keep going crazy, as their pre-flop stats suggest. Possibly a little bit light. If it is, it's not a huge deal. Actually, not on a flop like this. Yep. We're at 3, we're at 9, he calls, we're at like 12, 13. Yeah, we can still go all in a little bit. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Ooh, we made a full house. Only won a small pot because it was up against a short stacker. Poor Pansy. Alright, actually, first of all, it's not a great hand, and this guy's raising a lot. Just folded. Just now closing the action. I kind of have to call, I think. Especially if everybody calls. They don't. Somebody finds a fold. Alright. Flop A. Great. Down here, we flop a flush draw. Comes in on table 2, we take it down with the king high straight. Alright. Ace isn't great. We out. We're down with the flush on table 3. I believe this is still a correct fold in any case. Cut off. It doesn't matter that we would have flopped a 9. What matters is if it's a correct fold or not. I believe it is because the gap here between the 8 and the 5 really isn't great, and that's perfect, yeah. The 9 and 8, 7 in the cutoff gets raised. This one does not get raised, matter of fact. Let's check it out for the button. I suspect it is raisable on the button. If you're the opener, of course. Not even then. Even then, it only goes down to the 9 and 8, 6. Perfectly single suited. Very interesting. Okay, rainbow ward, top pair, gutter. Backdoor flush draw. Another nut job joins the table. Albino. I think he carries the right tag too. I think this guy is proper crazy. Or somewhere on the spectrum at least. And Banana Deceiver, I think knowing Kippery, the only reason why he hasn't answered is that he didn't notice that you wrote in the chat. Or he will once he sees that you wrote something. What happens here? Alright, curious to see this guy's pre-flop stats and then next hand. Yeah, we keep getting hands like this, so I keep needing to fold. Even closing the action, this one we're not calling. Keep watching the slightly most interesting table right now. Nasty. Mixes flush, they can't win. Yep. Mania confirmed. 99 VPIP, 49 preflop raise, 33 3-bet. Never folds to a 3-bet himself out of 7 spots. Nah. Again, don't like it for the same reason. Although this time it's a little bit different. We are on the button, we're gonna have position. This guy just win raises. Oh lord. We have a gutter and a queen of flush draw, second nut flush draw. 5 would give us the nuts. As long as it's not a 5 of diamonds. Two shorties in here. How he can just call with the stack size is a mystery to me. Huh. That'll work for me. How about you come over the top? Hey. Beautiful. Here. That really small. It's in case. And here we're gonna give him the bad news. Doubling up. Actually not doubling up. But 12 bucks in profit I'll take. See a turn here. I bet really small. It's quite often that induces people to raise you when they really don't have much. Because they think you don't have much. Which is sort of right. Not like we're crushing this board at this point. I don't like my check behind here. It's kind of clear that he doesn't have it. Unless he has quads and is trying to make sure he gets some extra money. Or doesn't get a fold at least. But I didn't like my check. And he's still in the mix and putting it in once more. Time he flops pure. Nobody has a flush draw. Nobody can draw out on him. Good for Pansy. Good for us. It means he's probably gonna stick around, right? F8 double. Wait. Double gutter down here. Right? Oh, you're just listening now. Be alright. To my soothing voice. I appreciate it, Kipper. Giving us another gutter. Did not flush draw. Checks, I'm gonna bet. If he bets, I'm gonna come over the top. He couldn't say what he has. Maybe a low straight. Sure as hell didn't have the nuts. At least not on a turn. Oh wait, another all-in. Aces this time for him. Against aces and again, four of a kind. Nasty, nasty, nasty. That was enough for him. And see now, because we have a super active maniac to our left who has us covered. This is not an ideal spot playing deep with a crazy tree left. Not fun in No Limit, it's way less fun in PLO. I think I'm gonna leave this table. Here's a different story. You have a deep stack, but he's to our right. He's not a maniac. Wait, I think I clicked the wrong button. I meant, of course, this table. Where here we have somebody who's deep to our right. Completely different story. Don't mind sticking around on this table at all. Oh, scratch all that. Pansy is back. Then we're not leaving. We could be cheeky, try to get a seat here. Actually, that's what I'm gonna do. This table for a moment. I can take the better seat. Take it down here. That's hugely important, at least to me. Having a decent seat at the table, and if the seat goes sour, then getting up and looking for a better table is definitely plus EV. Or in this case, just for a better seat at the same table. Don't care how it looks. Well, that's not true. I do, and I don't do it all that often. Sometimes it's just something I can't pass up. Speaking of which, I found a PLO 20 table that looks nice. We can ditch the... Wait, what's happening? Ooh, the tournament is starting. Completely forgot about that one. Alright, so first of all, I'm gonna ditch this one. PLO 20 table over. So we have one Turbo Bounty tournament on microgaming with usually more sit and go. How many people do we have in the tourney right now? Yeah, 5. Sometimes it stays like that too. So it's €5 buy-in, which I don't need to pay because I can use bonus points that I can't use for anything else on micro. So I like to play this one. And so as I said, it's a €5 buy-in. Half of that is the bounty you can get from every single player. Not a progressive bounty, so it doesn't grow. Remains static. A very unfortunate board, of course. 4 aces up here. Oh, the deep stack maniac left. That is not bad. How apparently he donked it all off to Basin, because I don't remember him having such a huge stack here. Jesus. Good for you, my friend. Make 2 paired on here where I came over the top. But a full house, no. Alright. Good thing that he didn't pair. Would have been ugly. Ooh, nasty, and he hit the aces too. A pair and a very nice nut flush blocker. I would love the nut flush blocker. I need to change some ways. The bet slider raising in increments of big blinds That's why. Ooh, aces on the crazy... No, not on the crazy table, but I'll take them nevertheless. I had not noticed that this gentleman raised. I wasn't... It didn't intentionally come over the top here. Gonna kill this one. Fire another bullet. Another barrel, rather. Nice if you have aces in the tournament. Finally found room for on the table. It raised, that's awesome. Cover for the bounty. Hopefully it's awesome. It's awesome so far. I like it a lot. He has a pair of queens. Don't get there, my friend. That would just be nasty at this point, really. Nasty confirmed. Tough to make two pair when you already have a pair in your hand. Nasty confirmed. Oh well. Cannot be helped. Fortunate as it might be. And I'll rest comfortably in the knowledge tonight that got the money in very well there. Even 4 years video, I didn't know you go back that long, Kippery, really? 2010, all PLO? If those are all PLO videos, then let's make a deal. In the future, when we sit at the same tables, do not tell me. Man, that's a lot of pressure. Really? Very, very impressive, Kippery. Wow. Yeah, I'm only half kidding, by the way. I don't think I want to know where you're sitting at the tables when we're at the same tables anymore. Jesus. Good pilot. This table we're leaving just because nobody fun is sitting down and is sitting here anymore. Life coachings were quite different from today. I bet they were. Even 3 ways I'm going with this is, I mean, it's for free. The whole tournament is a free roll for us. We have a pair here. We have a decent chance of, we have some chance of tripling up. And let's go with that. Just by I don't mind losing it. Ah, there you go. The triple up. Versus Pansy, we turn nicely. Ish. Fortunately, we don't get there. Get here. Oh. Ooh, the other PLO 20 table on micro looks horrible, so let's not play that one. I need to add in a third side pretty soon. Right now we just don't get enough PLO 20 traffic. I will. I'll probably make an account on GG tonight. Try to stay away from GG as much as I can. Having read their terms and conditions, I'm not too hard on the site, but to play somewhere. Okay, let's see if you actually have it. Yeah, don't. Your chat software available, so it's a status there to open the tables from PokerStars. For themselves, no all cards visible. Really? That is interesting, Kippery. That is very interesting. Cool. A lot of money in Pit Music without even knowing the basics. I bet they did, man. I bet they did. Gonna pot it once more. The short stack. Here we're gonna check. Guys like not me would have made shitloads of money in early 2000. Man, wouldn't we just? Yeah, if you ever get a time machine, then I'm all for taking a little excursion. We're going with this one, same reasons as before. This time we actually have a much better shot at taking it down. Adding a nut flush draw to our arsenal here. Would end up with a really sweet stack. Come on, do it. No? Okay. Alright, fair enough. Please don't come over the top. You know, that's not a spot where I come over the top, usually. Here, of course, you could have a straight. Not this time. Do not get drawn out on. Take down a nice one. That's a very interesting story, Kipri. I had no idea. With the chat software and no hole cards, you had to open up the tables and stars. I can imagine. Interesting tidbit of history. Mathematics of aces in low SPR situation. Really? I get a recursive party. Oh, I see. I see. You do that. And you can imagine, you have been making videos for that long? Gee, that is beyond impressive. I had no idea. I knew that you went back a while. I figured it was like 4 or 5 years, and I was almost 10 at this point. What time is it, right? Very unfortunate, we're sitting only on 2 tables currently. One of them PLO 10, the other one PLO 20. But the table we were sitting at where the crazy guy left when I felt at him for the second time, I think. There we had a super deep stack to our left. We had a deep stack at this point. I don't need to hassle. I don't need to play against a competent player that has position on me a lot. I tend to leave tables in these spots quite frequently. We'll find a better one. No, not a better one. Better nice. Another one. Ended up at nice! Love hearing it, Kippery. Took a shot at PLO 50, ended up well. Man, I hope that's a sign of things to come for me as well. Very happy to hear it. Cool. So in terms of cash for the whole day, cash game, we're actually slightly ahead. Like half a buy-in, and we are half a buy-in there. In total, we're down 1 buy-in because of the tourney buy-ins today. Even though with the deep runs, those all happened in the smallest tournaments we played. And all the quick bust-outs happened in the more expensive tournaments we were playing, so go figure. Still, not too unhappy about it. Tournaments were a boatload of fun, and being down only 1 buy-in at this point is nice enough. We lost at least 3 PLO 10 buy-ins earlier at Run It Once in the first stream, where people just get insanely lucky against us. Well, not insanely, it's not like they hit 1-outers. I'm gonna say we got the money in very well. I'm gonna leave it at that. No, often he makes the flush with flush. Games were not that tough back then. I know, I got on the train a little bit too late. Started in, I want to say 2009, but that can't be right. Actually, it can. Like 2009, 2008 or something I started. And the best golden years were already over by that time. Man, Kibri, I appreciate you putting that into chat a lot. That is a very interesting excursion into history. Thanks. On a note that my throat gets kind of scratchy, maybe not talking is not an option. If it persists, I'll call it a night. The discussions in 2008 or something in Finnish poker forums. Really? How come? By the way, Kippery, if you're on work, are you typing all this on mobile? If so, kudos, man. I don't think... I'm not sure if I could do that. Oh, okay. See. Comes with the lead, huh? Saving me money, because I would have likely bluffed here. Nuclear Smurf. Let me check, actually. I'm surprised I didn't have one when I checked earlier. Doesn't look like it. No, don't have an answer yet, unfortunately. Sorry, man. I'm bound to get one tomorrow. I did ask. I did remind him about the whole thing and about him getting back to me. So I did not forget. Pair open-ender. Well, this guy's all in. Still, we don't have a single. Yeah, we have a pair and open-ender. Backdoor flush draw is not good enough case, I think. You had two pair on this, really? Two pair and you go all in on this board, not blocking anything? Wow. Hey, he has the right tech for sure. Oh, and the short stick of his essays. Cool, Kippery. I know PLO evolved massively over the years. And I know it was completely unknown territory in the beginning. When it comes to what are actually winning strategies. What I mean. Those are the guys who made fortunes in PLO, yeah. Down to what is the heroes higher? They said then the call is even worse. I see, okay. I see the problem with that one. Those are the guys who made fortunes in PLO. Right time, right place, my friend. Just like some of the Bitcoin guys. Right time, right place. For us, it's a much tougher going. Cool stuff. Ah shit, now it's starting to rain. Damn it, I knew it was gonna. Walk the dog before. Fuck, crying out loud. Oh well. Say that the games have offer, it's true. It's India, really? You know, a lot of the Asian countries are huge on gambling. I didn't know. Oh, actually, I did. I heard about it. Now that you mention it, I did hear that about India. That they're very pro-gambling as well. You know, the people I've no idea about the government. Gotta go to work. Be back. Gone. So currently we're sitting only on PLO 10 tables, except for the one run and ones table we have open, just because there are no seats, no tables open right now. PLO 20 for us. Yeah, I'm gonna have to add in a third side tomorrow. For the meantime, for the time being. Flop a pair, open-ender on the rainbow board. Not ideal. The jack as a blocker is kind of neat though. Get checked around. No, it's not that they ignored it. But when did I ask? I think I asked. Let me check. Probably late in the afternoon. No, that's not like them at all. Nuclear Smurf. And they're getting back to me quite frequently because, you know, I stream. No, that's not the reason. They just get back to people quite very quickly, period. I think I'm getting super special treatment there in that regard, or in any regard. Yeah, I asked him at 4:15. And it might, yeah, in the afternoon, it might just be around the time where his day is over. Or there was just nobody in the office anymore he could ask. I don't know. But I'm saying that that does not sound like a runner wants to ignore anyone willfully. Not the impression I have of them so far at all. It's gonna be fun. We have a bet, a 3-bet, and a call in front of us. Ace is queen 5, single good. Deep. It's both guys, both are deep. Both calls right away. I don't know if I can... Probably just checking here and probably check folding a lot is probably the smarter move. Scratch that. He only has his flush draw. We're good. And we are very good. That was a PLO 20 buy-in that we made there and the PLO 10 table. Sweet. So breaking even now for the day, I believe, in total. Cool. Which means that we are... What's the latest number yesterday? I believe we are 10 or 9 buy-ins away from being able to move up to PLO 50 for the second time. Hopefully for good. Next time people ask me if I do this full time or if I'm a professional, I want to say yes when I'm at least playing PLO 50. It feels kind of weird to say PLO 20 and say, yeah, do this full time, even though it's a show. That's not the answer I want to keep giving for much longer. I like it. Bottom set here. Actually, middle set. Board pairing here doesn't change much fast. On table 1, you take it down with the set. I briefly thought about coming over the top. It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. We'll see if he comes down on the turn. Alright. Oh, this guy's almost all in. So if he just calls, there might be some merit in the top. If he comes over the top, we're out. Just calls. Yeah. I think I kind of like that. Am I on the right table? Yeah. Well, then there's flops like this. So he shouldn't have... Well, he's not going to have the top set. He might, but... He has any outs here. Yeah, never mind. He has 2 pair. Please don't get there, sir. He had a bottom... Yeah, middle set. He had ace 4. No idea how he found the call. Either pre or post. And we take on a rather healthy one. A little bit more than 1 buy-in and profit here. Definitely c-betting here. Well, now I'm going down. I don't hate if we get raised. That's a huge turn for us, giving better to the straight flush, to the royal flush. That's the name. And a passable rack. Also pretty passable. A flop. Back raise right away. We have 2 pairs, so the outs if flush rolls off. Back no flush draw ourselves. Fold by Devon. right of suspect in the cutoff. Let's check it out. Yeah, it was an open raise by me. This one is alright, I'm certain. For the half part, I'm actually interested in seeing river. Well, any showdown value. Yeah, that's perfectly alright. Going here for a raise and a raise call. Pre-flop, I'm talking. Bunch of draws missed, but we're having some of those too. So when a bunch of draws missed, and here pretty much almost all the draws missed, the chances of getting called go up quite a bit. Oh, I didn't need to call here. And again, it's heads up, and what do I know about heads up? About, I don't even know what I'm rooting for here. Ooh. Not playing heads up, especially not against the short stack. And perfect timing because a second PLO 20 table opened. Alright, with all the fours. Actually, maybe we can get a check raise in here. Although nah, it doesn't make much sense. Never mind, that doesn't make much. I wouldn't have minded pot bet here. Finding anything that's happening here. Waiting, whatever your name is? Whatever.
For the ones that are lost in life, but even dreamers have the power to save a friend.
100 rounds, we're down buy-ins at this point, I believe. Maybe a little bit less. However, on micro gaming, we're up in total 90 bucks. So that's like, so we're up 2.5 buy-ins on micro. In total, we are up a buy-in with the tournament entries from earlier today. Which means we should be around 9 buy-ins away from PLO 50. Maybe 8. Something like that. Let's call it 9. I dig it. I think better on the backdoor flush draw as well. The king is not completely ideal, of course. Kings are in the mix sometimes. Okay. Not sure. Definitely sure that if we get raised, we are folding this, dropping it like a hot potato. Now it's definitely nice if we're blocking all the grabs here, all the flush draws. The other thing, straight draws. Happening? Nope. Guess I would show something more exciting on screen. But ain't nothing happening. Something happening down here. Nope, not anymore. In a small blind. Leading with his hand seems optimal. We should have a raise here. Have it? Here. You're gonna let it go. Because he called into, he bet into what, 4 people? Everybody make it with the houses up. Oh, they're playing a big one, but sorry, only saw the tail end of it. Hey, Kippery. So I think right now I need, I believe, 9 buy-ins. Possibly 8, but let's call it 9. Let's say 9 buy-ins plus minus 2. Maybe I mix something up, but if so, then it's not going to be more than 1 or 2 buy-ins. Worth of a difference there. So getting rather close now that we are actually in profit for the day finally. And it's going to be a 40 buy-in shot. I'm going to take 2,000 of the bankroll and try to stick around on PLO 50 this time. Is that kosher? I'm gonna look it up right now. If somebody comes over the top, I'm gonna fold this one. Kosher now. Blocking your own out. We are blocking the straight, but if he bets really small, unless he has an absolute monster, really shouldn't bet small here. Unless he has the straight draw and the nut flush draw, or straight draw to pair and the nut flush draw. 8, 9, 10 jack. Then he couldn't have the nut flush draw, but you know what I mean. Unless he has an absolute monster, I really don't see any reason why he should bet so small. Take it down. Also gonna check out. Alright, that very hand that we just had there. So we were in the cutoff and opened the queen queen jack 8. That's perfect. And can actually this one can be raise called even. Slightly surprising to me. Even triple suited or not suited to the queen. Wait, it can't be not suited to the queen, never mind. It's triple suited. So the stream has been going on for 2.5 hours now. In total we streamed for 8.5 hours today or something like that. So probably not too much longer, let's say 45 minutes max, I feel. Ending a little bit earlier than I usually do, but started way earlier than I usually do. I usually start at 3 in the afternoon, this started at noon. quite often I'm not even awake at noon. Because I go to bed, I live on American time basically, go to bed at like 5, 6 in the morning here in Germany. That's just such a beautiful hand. Always nice to see. Jack 10, 9, 8, double suit. Out of position, I really don't mind coming over the top here. It's a perfect hand to do it with. Not a great flop. We're gonna go for the bet fold. That's the 3 better. There are flops I'm not c-betting on. This is not one of them. And out of position, generally speaking, I bet quite large. Okay. Kibri, it's all the same. It's all one bankroll. Which is why it always takes me a while to figure out how big what my bankroll is actually at. Because it's spread over stars. Microgaming currently, right? 3 sides. Then like an e-wallet to actual bank accounts. For now, it's going to be just one bank account. In the future, it does. Not important why. Because I switch banks, but I still need to keep the other account, blah, blah, blah. So it's always a little bit spread around. It's not that I'm so insanely rich that I'm losing track. Quite the opposite, in fact. It's just spread. So no, I noticed that I had that impression, by the way. I never got around to ask you about it. I had the impression that you consider your bankrolls separate per site. I don't think I've ever heard of that approach. If that's indeed your approach, why? What are the benefits of doing it like that? I am curious. Wait, sorry, there. A new PLO 20 table opens. See which one can be ditched. Probably this one. Here we have this one here. Short stack. Back here. Yeah. Yeah, so they're all the same. It's all part of the same bankroll. Alright. Try anything funky. I am liking this one. Quite a lot. Upset, second nut flush draw. Blocker, and now the pot. I'm sorry. I apologize. Since we were just talking about it, I'm actually gonna quit using an online wallet as much as I can. Because here in Germany, we have really nice direct deposit options from online banking, and there don't pay any fees at all. That's wonderful. I hate, with a passion, the fees I have to pay on PayPal and Skrill, whatever they're called now. Yeah, I think they're currently called Skrill. Like, Skrill used to be amazing. The fees were capped at 150 or something, so you got like whatever. But now they're uncapped, and it's like 1.5%. Now, are you shitting me? You're taking 1.5% of my money just to move it around? Well, you have it in your account for a day or two, collecting interest. Well, right now, the companies are collecting interest on their savings. They are paying, in fact, interest. But still, my point remains. This makes me furious. The way that's being handled currently. So I try to avoid that and go to online banking. Oh, hey, McFish Food, welcome back. We could play this side in the States. Any news about when if run ones might become available in the US? So Kippery, of course, has the finger right on the trigger there, saying when the US changes its laws. On the other hand, there you do have legal gambling in a few states. I have never heard anything about if run ones will consider to open US-facing site. They might. They're definitely able to. We get caught twice, really. So here I'm actually considering cold calling because there's so much money in the middle. Yeah, let's gamble it up. Please don't come over top because then we need to let it go. I'm gonna go that crazy. Huh. Well, it's a good thing we're in the front, I would say. I hope. So far it's looking a little bit here. Don't wanna. Oh, the flush rolls off. Hopefully not. Very good one. All about progress. Expect runner wants to come here in about 15 years. Yeah. Nasty, but possibly true. Leaving, not playing heads up. Nothing changed in that regard. Let's pot. More than enough for us. Hang on, let me cover the name. Pringles, hey! Am I saying that correctly? I hope. Hey, Pringles. My bankroll for PLO 50. Right now, my main game is PLO 20. We did take a shot at PLO 50 a couple of weeks ago. Didn't go my way. Had to move back down. Was a small shot back then, 20 mines. And the next shot I'm gonna take at as soon as I reach 100 binds for PLO 50. And currently, well, this hand definitely helped. Currently, we are somewhere around 8 PLO 20 binds away from that mark. So in terms of raw numbers, I mean, you can all do the math yourself, but just to spell it out, I want to have a 5,000 euro bankroll before I move up to PLO 50. And I need around 160 euros. Now, I'm not going to move up and take a shot before I get to 100 binds. The reason is, Pringles, because I'm doing this full time and I don't have any side income. I want to be very, very careful with my bankroll. Matter of fact, I never once got broke in my life. By the way, fun fact, if you think this is like a weird way of saying it, I read it in a... Maybe you did too. Maybe I'm not telling you anything new, but I think it's a fun fact. Read it in a Doyle Brunson book. Poker players don't go broke, they get broke. That's something I liked when I read it. So yeah, being really stingy with my bankroll management worked out nicely for me. If you have a job and you can easily load your bankroll, it's a completely different story. You want to play maybe with more aggressive bankroll management so you can move up out of the rake traps, that is the micros, much quicker. Because your biggest opponent in the micros is rake. No doubt about it. Absolutely no seats open at any PLO 20 tables right now. Unfortunately, we have to play some PLO 10 on all 4 table spots here. And even more, unfortunately, all of them are microgaming currently. That blows. We're running once. Oh, that's that. Hence the MCC. Motor City Casino, Detroit in the house. I listened to some of your house, actually. The Detroit house was quite famous a couple of years ago. Well, a couple of years is relative. I think that I turned 40 in a couple of weeks. It's been a while. Not even trolling McDonald's. I had thoughts in the same direction, Kippery. Motor City Casino, nice. Hey, I'll take that flop gladly. They're gonna continue betting here. Because we block all the full houses, right? He's not having aces. Queens, if they're really horrible queens, I could see. Yeah, sure. But the queen 10, the ace 10 we do block. Below 20 action hit. Hell no. Here's the table and it's completely filled with yellow tags, which we don't see at the tables right now. Which is my tag on micro for the tight or the tight aggressive players. We get called and we're good. How the hell did you come? Wait, what? With ace queen? Really? Okay. He opted to come over the top. Top 2. And we're doing mighty fine right now. Don't do it to me, man. Nice. Better dealer. Yeah, the other PLO table. Not much better. Yeah, the PLO 20 table, of course, is what I mean. So I'm gonna stick to PLO 10 for now. Bankroll for current stakes almost. Well, yeah, yeah. I didn't mean to come across weird or in any way. Truth be told, losing that 1,000 euros did not feel small at all. Not at all. So yeah. I definitely played. Typically, currently, I do not. Because, yes, as you know, I live with my parents. I do pay rent here. Every time I talk about this, I would like to point this out. But except for rent and health insurance, I really don't have any other like fixed expenses, fixed costs a month. And so I don't need, basically I don't need any money for anything else, because yeah, I'm always here, I'm always in front of the computer. Where should I go spend money? So there's that. And right now I think it's a really good idea to keep as much as I can in my bankroll to give me more room to maneuver and ideally be able to move up quicker. So this is certainly something I'm gonna start doing at some point. But right now, I don't feel I need to. Keep calling. If he has a flush, I would assume. If he has a flush in a full house, then good for him. If he has the nut flush, then good for him. But we'll see. Yeah, if he the nut flush at the full house, as I said, good for him. Perfect bet sizing too. So while I don't take out any fixed expenses, like when I buy a pouch of tobacco every week or something, that like what's happening here? I'd much rather play this one heads up. So whatever, you know, if I buy a beer or whatever, that I take out of the bankroll, and like certain events, like the fishing trip earlier, a couple of weeks ago, that one I paid from the poker bankroll, of course. Yeah, things like that. I'm gonna go with it. And the dog is letting me know that it's about time to go on a doggy walk. Deal for another half hour, but then I'm gonna call it a night, I think. He calls really quickly, that's not a good sign. Ooh, so far so good. Now we have the flush draw. All going towards a good cause. I.e. mine. I was just laughing because I heard the dog grunt in the background. You have a very vocal dog. It's like a 100-pound white German Shepherd. If you like pet him, then kind of purrs like a cat. He goes like, "Arr, arr," but in a nice way. Whenever he lies down, it's like an old man grunt. He's like 4 years old. He goes like, he like falls down to the floor and he goes like, "Arr." That was not funny. So I can show you the graph on micro for the day so far. Where we're up $100 plus rake back another 12, 15, so 115, almost 6 binds up here on micro. And deserved most of it. We're running not a little bit OVV, but not much. And I take running OVV. We're still massively under V total. Show the graph for the month later at the end of the stream. I can in a moment too, never mind. Didn't play too much yet. Played 5,000 hands. Hey, but we're up nicely for 5,000 hands. 46 hours. We're actually having it not a horrible hourly. We have like 10 euros an hour or so. Even a little bit more, which is crazy for PLO 10 and 20. Torn here, really torn on what to do. You blocked the straight, we have a pair from the board, we blocked the nut flush. More aces over here, by the way. I'm gonna call. Now I'm out. So the graph for the month. Keep in mind, like the BB per 100 here is skewed. You need to like take half of it off because of the way the tracking works on micro gaming. Because it only tracks hands where you actually put money in the pot. And I enjoy running a little bit OVV here immensely. Oh wait, sorry, I thought I had this view. And in terms of cash, oh, it looks much nicer. In terms of euros. Take it. Anyway, that was actually not what I was trying to do. I was trying to see how the day has been going. Obviously on run it one, and microgaming has been doing great. Going on run once then. Go. Once we're down 1 buy-in, which means we're up 5 there, which means we're up 4 buy-ins for the day, I believe. When did that happen? Really? I thought it would be less. Ah, sweet. Very sweet, wow. Okay, what's happening? You gotta learn how to live like a baller. We need party picks. Approaching 40, I don't know if I still have the baller lifestyle in me. Party pick. Okay. With the shot with the blocker and the 2 back doors. It's a pity that we have to fold it. So we actually had the gutter ourselves. Not folding here. Not yet. You know, if I make a living at PLO 100, 200, then I'm gonna go splurge a little. Like buy me one of those poker player watches, you know, these, like the really large ones. Nah, probably not. But then I can maybe do a party pick or 2. Alright, that we can do. 2 pair right now. That's not good for you, my friend. A lot of help at this point. Oh. Bit more money going towards a good cause. Very nice. So yeah, if we're up 4 buy-ins for the day. I honestly don't know. We are either 8 or 6 buy-ins away. something like that. 7:30. This stream has been going on for 3 hours now almost. Oh, that's what I wanted to check earlier. How long did the previous stream go? Curious. 6.5 hours. Actually more, almost 7 hours. So with that we streamed for almost 10 hours today. Wow. That's a lot. Nope. However, down here look at link. Take it. Wait, what? Yeah, okay. If it's a mistake, it's not a huge one. Of course, it shouldn't be played. What if you get a flop like this? A low straight here, they're actually called the idiot end. Like a post party pick. Well, okay, I don't want to fall behind the Great Dane. He bet once more, which I... Wait, did I bet? I don't know. We did take it down, however. No, I don't... Actually don't remember. I hope I did. Yeah, okay, if that's a standard Kippery, then I... Yeah. I need to get the hooker in. I'm not a cocaine guy, so I need to get a hooker in, like flour or some salt. Pour it on her back. Doesn't need to be a hooker. Something. Willing to be photographed. How do we get into this topic of discussion? I blame you, Kipper. Nope, sorry, it's final. You stay blamed. I just sensed you wanted to say something. Okay. If we have absolutely nothing, this is a fine spot as any to bluff. Helped by the fact that we do have a blocker. Kind of hindered by the fact that he had a nut flush draw, so he can fold the missed flush draw. He's not the one to the nuts. Oh well, all worked out nice. Ooh. So saxophone in the song. I always thought once I enter my midlife crisis, I'm gonna learn the saxophone. Sax. I was not trying to go for funny double meaning. I want to point it out. Make a lot of stupid jokes. This was not intended to be one of them. Oh well, yeah, this is probably the level of jokes and entertainment you can expect on this channel for the rest of this night. I apologize for the yawning. The good news is, if you yourself yawned just now, then it means you're not a sociopath. I've heard that apparently those don't... Like, it's a social thing, yawning, right? Sociopath, you don't yawn when other people yawn. At least not by instinct, by impulse. Up. Alright, well, not really. Oh. Games are getting kind of short, at least some of them. not much happening at the tables. They are playing a decent part-ish. And down here, nothing continues to happen in great amounts. Here's here, we have a nice one. Ace King Jack 9 that was suited. Out of position, it's a crazy dude. Oh, ish. Yeah, more the crazy side. Do it. The longest tank for pre-flop call. Alright, closing the action. First it was me just completing for 5 cents and then somebody raised and all this happened. If bottom 2, never easy. If he folds, we're going with it. Yeah, if it's pot, we're going with it. Not a baby flushed on here. Alright, what do you have? Help! I'll get there. Very. What do you have then? Not enough. If this is not a squeeze, I would imagine, because the connectivity really isn't there. This hand looks a little bit nicer than it is. Check it out so I'm not telling you more nonsense than I need. We're calling, of course. Button versus. Small blind versus cutoff, I think that mirrors that spot best. In the PLO matrix is of course what I'm talking about. Oh, it actually doesn't get called at all in the spot I looked up. So calling on the button where I looked up a spot in the small blind, the cutoff open and somebody calls. Hang on, what's happening? And bet size is large. There's some potential there. Gutter, we have 2 flush draws. Okay, he already had it. I completely I didn't even see that there was a straight on the board already. Duh. I have to call it a night really soon. Hey, what timing? Just when I say that. Oh, never mind. This guy said out. I thought I was gonna have to close this table down. I think I was showing the wrong one. And this table doesn't matter. Sorry, didn't mean to use more than I usually do. So I will be back tomorrow afternoon around 3. Well, 3 is the time I should be back as per my schedule. I'll try to make it 2. Saturday I'm gonna take off. You remember the whole pants discussion we had earlier? Thoroughly enjoy that. And on Sunday, I completely forgot to mention that all day. We have a weekly home game on this channel on Stars Now in the Nut House Home Game Club. What else would we call it? And one is so 2 tournaments there. One is a $2.20 real money buy-in tournament. The other one is a proper free roll where you can buy in for 20,000 play money chips. And you can actually win real money because I put up a prize pool for the play money tournament consisting of currently €5 divvied up by the top 3 finishers. And in both tournaments there's additionally a €1 bounty on my head. And in the free free roll. Should I win it, which I have occasionally so far, then I'm not going to take my own prize pool, so and basically if that happens, I'm going to step back, and places 2 through 4 are going to get the first, second, and third place money. If that sounds like your thing, if you want to be part of that, then head over to stars behind at this point. Yeah, back. That's the minimum. Head over to stars, and I'm gonna put the info here in the chat for the home game club. And they're usually a hoot. Sundays. And they do happen, I should mention it as well, at 7 o'clock Central European or German time, if you like, on Sundays. All right. What the really? On the full house board? We're liking this guy. Are liking this guy a lot. Oh, here, these spots. I always think in the back of my mind we're sort of blocking the queen by proxy. We're blocking king jack, king queen. We're blocking jack queen, even queen 9. Being set, very passive dude. We'll let him have it. Chances are better than average today, actually. I think. Yeah, let's call it a night in a moment. Perfect timing here. The blinds. So we're gonna be in the big blind next hand, and we're gonna play one more orbit on this table. And once we are done with that, we are done for the night. At the end, I'm gonna show you the graph once more. I'm gonna let you know how we fared for the day. You can I'm told that I'm apparently a very notorious player on microgaming by a friend of the channel. He's mostly joking. But he's raising a good point. I should change my nick. I usually change my nick once a month at least on micro. Since you can, either every 1,000 hands or every 30 days, whichever comes first. So for me, I could basically change my nicks daily if I wanted to. What's happening here? What's happening is we have a gutter and a flush draw. Ooh, middle set here. That's nice. And then not. Wait, sorry, wrong button. Not flush here. Also a very decent hand up here. Queen 10-10 double suited. No, we're not deep. If we were deep, I might slow play. I might play this a little bit differently. Again, a nasty spot where the king pairs. I'm willing to let this go, I think. Here, nastiness is good as well. On 2 spots. I'm not sure if this is concerning or not. It really shouldn't be. He shouldn't have too many raids at this point. Down, and what do you know? He bet really small on the turn. He bet a couple of like 40, 60 cents or something. Here, not a great flop. We do make the flush, however. They're really small. Of course, it's nice if we block the top set, which he shouldn't show up with anyway. Show up with the aces. If he has ace 4, then it's gonna be a party. And I would feel invited. Not when we take it down. Excellent future blockers. And I was gonna say, guttered for us as well. Guttered to the straight flush. We're actually gonna raise this. The amount of jacks we hold in our hand really cuts down the amount of queen jacks you can have right now. Yeah, perfect. Up here, also kind of nice. I'm still gonna fire a second barrel. Now, seeing that we have absolutely no showdown value. Sweet. The end of the stream in a moment. Yeah, damn it, missed our exit here because somebody set out and now I'm in the big blind. Well. Oh, they played a decent one. What happened here? Sorry, switch over a little bit too late. Three tables remaining, 2 hands remaining. Actually full overt on table 1 and table 2. So nothing changed in the end of round ones, right? We're still down a buy-in there. Hey, and somebody took me up on the home game thing. I appreciate it, man. Awesome. Will approve you right after the stream. Nice. Looking forward to having more people in the home game. Let's raise it up a little bit. Even though... Okay, never mind. If he comes over the top, that's sweet, because in the sense that it shuts this guy out, and you don't mind calling one raise and playing this one heads up. I think a little bit less now. Red table, yeah. Oh, you know, again missed the exit because somebody set out. Upper middle set. And flop the same set here. Nut flush draw on top. Now he bets half pot. Not gonna fold here, no matter what happens on the river. Fold pairs, maybe I can find a fold. Did he have aces? No, yet. Right. King, queen, 10. That's a fine raise. Fine 3-bet. Alright, last hand on this table. A few more hands to go on this table because, you know, we have to play another orbit now. I paid the blinds. Keep like that. I paid them. I like that you donk here very much, saving me money. Otherwise I would have c-bet here. left. Up. Bottom this. There are a few more hands here. So, right, on run at once we're down pretty much exactly a buy-in, I believe, if I remember the starting balance right correctly today. We are also down, so that's one buy-in there. We're also down 1.5 buy-ins from the tournaments. 2.5, so that's $50, right? Right. However, micro have gone rather well. 30s, so we're up 80, not much change. I thought we made some more money, but fair enough, fair enough. I'll take the 4 buy-ins and profit. Yeah, should be close to the truth. An ultimate hand, one more hand to play here, then we're done. We can host somebody fun. Well. Yeah, we can head over to Komodo Dragon Jesus' channel. He plays high stakes, well, mid stakes, I guess is the official title. No Limit. Has one of the most amazing voices on Twitch, if you ask me. And it's a great guy. Talks a lot about why he plays, what he plays, how, and stuff like that. Profitable player, and always a hoot on his channel. Last hand here, so let's go rate him a moment. The graph from Microgaming. So use today. As I said, in total we're up $80 for buy-ins, which I'm happy about. We started the session down 2.5 buy-ins. I'll take it. We made a profit of 20 this session in the last 3 hours. Running a little bit over EV. As I said, I kind of deserve that, because in total we're running quite massively under EV still. We're still like 20 buy-ins under EV in the last couple of months. Slowdown buildings look kind of nice. They don't look horrible. They used to go like straight down. They're sort of stabilizing every once in a while. Every once in a while they do go straight down, but moving in the right direction there as well. Yeah, I think that's all I can do for today. So, thanks everybody for watching. Wait, right, let's do it like this. Ah, perfect. This feature. Ah, wait, okay, better. Thanks everybody for watching. I had a blast. I hope you had a good time too. I'll be back tomorrow at 3 o'clock, most likely. If you're new to the channel, you would like to be informed when I come back, then Twitch can do that for you if you follow the channel. If that's not your thing, that's cool. I'd check out the schedule, which will tell you that I'm here 6 days a week. Or if you want, you can follow me on Twitter. And I'm not big into social media, so you're not going to find pictures of what I ate for dinner today. I mostly, like 90%, use it to announce my streams. I announce every single stream on Twitter. And if you want to stay up to date there, fine. Or just check back in. I'm here almost every day. That's all. Thanks for keeping me company, and have a very pleasant evening, morning, or night, depending on your location. Cheers, and if you want, I'll see you tomorrow or today.